Hi, my name is Ryan Smith, and I will be showing you and demoing Feature 1, the Data Collection Manager for my group's final project. So the Data Collection Manager was added to track and log data about certain entities throughout the simulation. Specifically, it tracks the total distance that entities move during the simulation and the number of packages that a specific drone delivers during the simulation. So this is important because it allows you to analyze and verify system behavior, and it also allows you to log useful data that can be exported and then later used. And the design pattern that I used for this was the singleton design pattern. So we did this so that way there was only one single instance of the data collection manager that all entities would then be logging and tracking their um, data to. And this way, then you don't run into the problem of multiple instances of this being created, which then leads to inconsistencies in the data. And another thing to also note is that throughout the simulation, there are certain notifications that get sent. So anytime a drone travels when any entity travels a mile, the total mileage will be displayed to the user notification area. So you'll see that so and so traveled 8 miles throughout so far. And then there also, anytime a delivery is made, the user is also notified that um, this specific drone has made completed 2 deliveries or 3 or whatever the number is at that point. So now let's get into the actual demo. So I already ran make J, and this is also being run on my dev branch that only has this extension on it. So let's go ahead and let's run make run, and let's go to the simulation. Okay, so now that we are loaded into the simulation, I am going to add a human, add another drone, and then we're going to schedule a few trips. So let's go here to here. We are going to run, let's just call this high, and we will submit. Let's schedule another trip. Let's go here to there. And let's call this high 2.0, and we will submit that as well. And then let's schedule another trip called high 3.0, and we will go from here to there. And let's submit that. So now, as you can see, some of the notifications, like the helicopter has traveled 1 mile. And let's speed this up just so it gets through this quicker. So maybe slow it down just a little bit. So um, no drone has dropped off. Okay, yeah. So drone one completed the first delivery, and drone completed its other delivery. So drone just completed delivery number 2. So you see that, and the helicopter has traveled distance. So that means all the deliveries should be complete up to this point because all 3 were delivered. So let's just slow this speed down a little bit. We can now export data, and as you can see, that the data has been exported to datalog.csv, and let's do it just one last time since that travels 7 miles. So now we're going to stop the simulation, and we are going to go over to here, and in the root of directory, you will see that data_log.csv has been exported to here. So we'll click on that. The format that is shown here is it goes entity type, the ID, the name, total distance, and then deliveries completed if applicable. So you can see here, this human, the first human OG, traveled a total of 1.46 miles. Didn't deliver any packages because it doesn't have that capability. Let's focus on the 2 drones here. So drone, which is the first drone, traveled a total of 1.7 miles, completed 2 deliveries, which we saw that notification bar. And then drone-1 delivered only 1 package, which is accurate. And then helicopter, we saw that it said it traveled 7 miles, and it specifically traveled 7.29 miles. So this is how the data collection manager works, and this is the format that you will be given when you press the export data button. And that concludes the demo for this part of the project. And thank you for your time, and thanks for watching.
All right, this is Andre demoing feature 5, which is the weather control feature. Basically, how this works is it creates a wind vector that disturbs the drones over time. And then it also creates a decorator pattern, which damages the drone over time and as well as slowing it down. So the design patterns that I used was, as I mentioned, the decorator for damaging the drone, and then a singleton to create the actual weather control manager. So I'll do a quick demo here. So here we have the drone. As you can see, it's slowly drifting away just by the wind vector that's accumulating. And then if we schedule a trip here, you can see that it's slightly being affected by the wind as it travels from place to place. And then as the wind continues to accumulate, the drone is going to get slower and slower, and its durability is going to decrease over time. So eventually here, if we speed up the simulation a little bit, there it delivered the package. And if we give it some more time here, we can see the notification here that the drone was destroyed by the weather. So that's just a brief overview of Feature 5.